Every year that we've gone to SHOT Show, there's always a few guns that I get to take a look at there that I think to myself, I really need to get a hold of that one. In January of 2020, Taurus introduced the 942 8-shot 22 Magnum revolver, and that was one I got very excited about. So much so that I looked regularly for their release. They started popping up online, and I would watch, and apparently I wasn't the only one excited about them because they always sold for more than they're worth. Why? What's the big deal about the Taurus 942? Well, first, it's an 8-shot 22 Magnum in a pocket revolver. For those of us who value the revolver, this is exceptional. 22 Magnum, in my opinion, is an awesome self-defense round, especially ammo like the Hornady hollow point defensive rounds. But also, because if Taurus is making a new snub-nose revolver, you can count on two things. One, it'll be very affordable. Two, the quality is going to be very similar to Smith & Wesson, as Taurus used to be owned by Smith & Wesson, and most revolver designs and machinery are from Smith & Wesson. Nonetheless, as I've searched for one, I walked into one of my local stores and finally spotted one. I think I paid $380 for this revolver. I kind of felt like a giddy kid who was getting a new toy. As I was waiting for my background check to clear, I commented, "I got so excited about the revolver, I forgot to look at all your other guns." The other plus side, this particular gun store wouldn't sell me any 9mm ammo, but they sold me 800 rounds of 22 Magnum at $15 for 50 rounds. When I got home that night, I think I messed around with this little revolver for 2 hours. I would have bought any color I found, but I ended up with the matte stainless. They also make these in matte black. At SHOT Show, they had a tungsten with wooden grips, but I haven't seen that one yet. Definitely would love to get a hold of that. The website shows only black and stainless. I also found it heavier than I recalled at 23.6 ounces. When I finally got a chance to shoot it, I discovered several things I liked about this gun. It ran flawlessly. It had recoil like a 22 LR and a 22 Magnum. And those two extra rounds made it almost a different category of gun than almost any other revolver out there. The trigger is heavy, but it has that Smith & Wesson type of double-action revolver trigger, but heavier than a Smith & Wesson. Although I really like it when a revolver trigger allows you to feel when the cylinder stops revolving and the hammer hasn't dropped to give you a hold for more accurate shots. Comes in a 2-inch and a 3-inch barrel. It's only 1.34 inches thick and has a very concealable grip, which is typically what shows when you're trying to conceal and carry. Generally speaking, I love carrying this gun. I'm very glad I finally got one. If you like carrying revolvers, and I know a lot of people do, and wished you had 8 rounds instead of 6, I highly recommend the Taurus 942 and 22 Magnum. Love to hear your thoughts on this. Put it in the comments below. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. If you feel called to support our channel through Patreon, that link is also below. But the most important part of this channel is we take prayer requests. Never hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, love guns.